Okay, I guess this is the new kicker. I'm tripping, dude, because I thought I did Oregon's fictional roster, and I can't even recognize Decker. Yep, this scene's right with Rosas, Jenkins, Brinson, Dietrich, and Fernie. Yeah, yep. Rince goes down, loses 10 yards. No, 2 yards. 2 yards. I wish he lost 10 yards. 2nd and 12. George Prince is the quarterback for Wisconsin. Second and 12. The pass to Daniels complete. He gets 9 yards. John McDaniel. Third down. Ball on the Wisconsin 32. Prince drops back, completes it to Mays. First down, Wisconsin. Let's try cover 2 blitz. Cover 2 blitz. Incomplete. We'll lower down the volume a bit on the game. 2nd and 10. Ball on the Wisconsin 48. And off to Sampson. And finally gets hit by Oregon defender.
That'll bring up 3rd and 4.
3rd down and 4 coming up. Sampson in the backfield. Play action, and the pass is incomplete. It's pressured a bit by the Ducks defense, and it's now 4th down.
That makes it 4th and 4.
Alright, punt formation, perfect. There's a punt. It will be bounced in the end zone for a touchback. Oregon on offense now. Here's the impact player, Darren Ross, freshman running back. We'll hand it off to him on the first play. Andy Powers at QB with Hughes and Ross in the backfield. And off to Ross. Speedster gets 9 yards. 2nd and 1. We're just gonna test that. So this is more like a practice game that we do in off-season months. And off to Hughes, who will get the first down. Hughes is more of the power running back. Ross, the speedy option. Oh yeah, Oregon does no huddle, huh? So we're gonna start doing no huddles. I'm gonna hand it off to Ross here on first down. Block. Nice! There's the stiff arm, and finally down around the Wisconsin 31. Okay. Do a pass play here. Just warm up Powers' arm. Vincent is our target. And he does not get it to him. It goes off the helmet of the Wisconsin defender. It's 2nd and 10. All right, read option here. Oh shit! All right, get back. We're gonna quicken the pace. 3rd and 14 coming up. Alright. So that was not good at the end. I'm gonna have to punt it. So high. It will be a touchback. Ooh. Blitz on the first play. Let's do it. So, second offensive drive here for Wisconsin. Ball on the 25. Fake to the fullback. Handoff to Paris Sampson, who loses 3. So defense picking off where they left off. 2nd and 13. Wisconsin in the I formation. Oh shit. Okay, 3rd and 6 for the Badgers.
That'll bring up 3rd and 6.
Prince in shotgun. Drops back to pass, and it's complete to Mays for the first down. Okay. So new set of downs for Wisconsin. Ball on their own 34. Fake handoff. Oh shit! Just running with the ball. And finally gets tackled after 8 yards.
That makes it 2nd and 2.
So 2nd and 2 now. And up to Sampson, who finds the first down. Close to midfield. Another blitz. Okay. New running back in the backfield. That's Morris. And it's given to Morris, and Jenkins will bring him down. 43 seconds left in the first quarter. Still scoreless. Ball given to Sampson, who is short of the first down. Alright, we'll see if Wisconsin will get a play off these last seconds of the first quarter. Oh shit! Another 3rd down conversion for Wisconsin. Trent Dunlap with the catch. So this will be the end of the first quarter. It's Wisconsin 0, Oregon 0. Okay, 1st and 10, ball on the Oregon 32. Wisconsin threatening here to get on the board first. First play of the second quarter is a run for 8 yards. Yeah. Sampson once again in the backfield. See what they do here. It's a run to Sampson, and he's brought down, but gets 4 yards for the first down. Prince drops back and is going to fumble it. Westport recovers. And Oregon now has the ball. Attaboy. So, what would have been seen as momentum on Wisconsin's side suddenly shifts to Oregon's side. And they'll start at their own 26. And out to Ross. He's not brought down yet, but brought down for a few seconds. 2nd and 5. Fake screen wheel. Let's do PA veer cross. So, once again, we'll treat this like a practice game. There we go! Thomas with the reception. And he is at the Wisconsin 45. So, first completed pass for Powers. Whoa! Damn, he landed on his head. Was that a cheap shot, dirty move type thing from Wisconsin? Delayed handoff to Ross, who brings it up for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Ross with 57 yards so far. Oh, this... Ooh, circle is going to be open, I think. Oh shit, he's double covered! Wait, that was a reception! No way! I need to take a look at this. Oh my goodness! It deflected off the defender's hand, and Thomas was able to catch it on the deflection. Okay, I never was able to do that in NCAA 13, but I do it here in Revamped, so awesome. Ross, ooh. Okay. 2nd and 7 ball on the Wisconsin 9. What's 0-1 trap? Okay, it's just, it looks like it's a standard run. Go Ross! Oh, damn. Just short of the first down. We'll dive it in there. I think I can rely on Ross. Okay, he's gonna have to follow 15, the fullback. Oh no! Oh shit! I don't know why he didn't. I didn't see any explosion coming off from that run from Ross like his previous runs. That allowed Wisconsin to get to him. So 4th and 1. Touchdown, Hardy. Garth Hardy makes the catch. And Oregon's now up 6-0. So an 8-play drive, and after the extra point, Oregon leads 7-0 with 2:38 left in the 2nd quarter. So a hell of a lucky catch. I gotta say lucky because 99% of the time it would have been incomplete. But one lucky catch led to the touchdown for Oregon. Wisconsin will start at the 25. Here come the Ducks on defense. Smith with the reception. 2nd and 2. And off to Dunlap. And he gets tackled by 51, Jenkins. And a loss of yards on the play. So good wrap up there. And it's now 3rd and 6. Ball on the Wisconsin 29. .151 left until halftime. Oregon up 7-0. Are they gonna kind of run the clock down here? We'll let them run it down. You know why? Because Andy Powers has a strong arm. But before we get this 4th down here, Prince drops back. He is going. Oh shit! I pressed the wrong button again. But my teammate bailed me out. Bailiff is his name, appropriately. Bailiff bailing me out. I gotta learn how to not hit triangle when it comes to sacking quarterbacks. Oh shit, I have to take a timeout. Alright. Yeah. Here we go. We're gonna have just about 1 minute to drive the ball up the field. Punt is up. It's returnable. I need a blocker on the right side. Oh, Ross evades that guy and brings it up to midfield. Here's a little summary of what's been going on this game. A lot of contact on QBs. We're gonna go with shakes on the first play. He burnt my shake. Passes complete to Jones. DJ Jones, 20 yards. Hello there once again, DJ Jones. Nice to see you on the field. Deep attack. Why not? Quick pass to Mario Thomas, who makes the reception for 25 yards. He was the only guy that was open. And luckily, Powers was able to get the pass off before getting hit. So ball at the 5. We're gonna just go with a running play to start off. We still have 2 timeouts. Try to march on this one into the end zone. Oh shit, someone's coming. Oh shit! Touchdown, Darren Ross. This guy's gonna be a difference maker for the Ducks in the future. And in the present. Present and future. So after this extra point, Oregon now leads 14-0 with 39 seconds left in the second quarter. Also some additional good news for Oregon. They get the ball to start the third quarter as well. But we still have 39 seconds to play here. And looks like Wisconsin will start it off at the 25. Prince under center. He will pass it. Short pass to Mays. And they take a timeout. Their first one of the half. 2nd and 1. Ball on their own 34. Prince throws complete to Dunlap. And there's the second timeout charged to Wisconsin. 30 seconds left. They're probably going to go for a deeper pass this time. Ball on their own 39. Oh, shit. So McDaniel will bring it up to around the Oregon 30. Let's see what they do here. Oh, motherfucker!
Offside. Defense.
How many yards is that? 5?
Automatic first down.
Well, it's now 1st and 5 for the Badgers. Ball at the Oregon 25. Prince will take it up the field, and he gets tackled after an 11-yard gain. So 12 seconds, 11 seconds. Looks like they're going to have to go for a field goal. So could have ended up in a touchdown, but I'll take the field goal here. Oregon will receive the ball in the 3rd quarter. Kick is up, and it's good. Score is Wisconsin 3, Oregon 14. 2 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. Alrighty, we're gonna maybe attempt a kickoff return TD. See how deep this is. Let's try it. Yes. Alright, it's halftime. I usually take halftime breaks, so I'll be right back. Score is Wisconsin 3, Oregon 14. Why does it say AF, Air Force's logo up there? So just like that for every game. Here we go. Another return attempt here for Ross. Midline read option. Interesting. Here we go. Andy Powers back out there in shotgun. Oh, that's the read guy. Interesting. Here we go! Joe Ross. Joe Ross or Darren Ross? Darren Ross. Joe Ross is the Nationals pitcher. Darren Ross with an 8-yard gain. It's 2nd and 2. Oh, there we go. Ross a little patient there. Enabled him to get 1st down. Let's go to the shakes. Oh, fuck. Oh, flag.
Pass interference.
Yeah.
Defense.
Eric Lucas, the offender of defensive pass interference. So, Ducks get the 1st down. Ball's at midfield. Ross. Ooh. Next gets knocked silly there. Ooh, man. Head to chest and he's hurt. My guess is that's a concussion, but You never know in this game. Is Ross back there? I don't have anyone in the backfield, so I don't know. Complete to Lee. DJ Lee, 5 yards for the first down. Ooh, let's go with tight end in. Stat line looking good for Andy Powers so far. Hardy's our main guy. You know what? I'll just give it to Jones. And Jones gets the first. Go with the draw. We're up by 11 here. And this. Ooh, fuck. Ross is back. Okay, that's good. Guess he passed the concussion test. 2nd and 7. Let's go with jet sweep. Ducks in the red zone. Here's the jet sweep, and there's a block, and yeah, just 2 yards. 3rd and 5. Should we go with the screen? Let's just try it. Oh, Ross will get the first down, maybe more. There's a stiff arm. Finally gets pushed out at the 2. Ball at the 1. Okay. Ross brings it up. There we go. Crosses the plane. Touchdown for Darren Ross. So a good drive by Oregon, and the score is now 21-3 Ducks. This one is a deep kick. This will probably be down. Yep. Down for a touchback. Comparison for Darren Ross. There's a touchdown in both halves. So, Oregon back out on defense. George Prince looking to drive his team up the field, and he gets 6 yards on the run by Paris Sampson. 2nd and 4. Ball on the Wisconsin 31. Pass play. Finds McDaniel. And a first down for the Badgers. Wisconsin was the team that made it to the BCS title game in my NCAA 13 dynasty. They lost to Colorado State Rams, who I controlled. So pretty good back and forth. That full game can be seen on my YouTube channel, SSF Jeff on YouTube. For 2nd and 14. Let's just do will to fire and see what happens here. So, Brent's under center. They're going to hand it off to Sampson. Sampson is going to get 8 yards. 3rd down here for Wisconsin. Ball complete to Dunlap. So a decent out route. Prince to Dunlap. And now they are at the Oregon 30. Quick pass to Clark. 2nd and 4.
That'll make it 2nd and 4.
Alright, hopefully this blitz will work. We'll give them the loss, or maybe no gain. Bunch of green men hounding Sampson. And it's now 3rd and 5. Wisconsin has not scored a touchdown yet this game. Prince back to pass, and it completes it to McDaniel. So, another first down reception for Wisconsin. They have 29 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. There we go! Hector Rosas gets the tackle before Prince is able to get rid of the ball. Rosas, I believe, is a senior. So, 2nd and 14. Clock winding down. And it will drop to 0. We're headed to the 4th quarter. Oregon with the lead, 21-3. I think after this football game, I'm going to be switching to MLB 14. Second and 14 here to start the 4th quarter. Prince in shotgun. Sampson, not Samsung. Shit. Sampson brings it up for 8 yards. It's 3rd and 6.
That'll bring up 3rd and 6.
Sampson back in the backfield, but Prince will attempt to pass. It gets deflected, batted away, and Wisconsin's going to go for it on 4th down. Ball at the Oregon 9. Do not need to score for the 1st down. Pass is complete to McDaniel. It's now 1st and goal. Ball at the 1. Alrighty. Blitz A. Prince back to pass, and Maxwell pushes him backwards. A loss of 5. Here's Maxwell's pass to the quarterback. Let's do cover 1, Robert. 2nd and goal. Ball on the 6. Hand off to Sampson, who pushes it in for the touchdown. Wisconsin finally scores their first touchdown of the game. Oh, they're going to go for 2. They're going to try to make it a 21-11 game. Morris is in the backfield. Goal line tight formation. This one is complete to Dunlap for the 2 points. Alright, let's just do onside recovery just in case. Okay, they're not going to do the onside, but... Oh. Not too sure about this. Fuck that one up. Okay, so Oregon's going to start at their own 19. We'll start off with the slip screen on this drive. Shit. Man, 63, what are you doing?
That'll bring up 2nd and 12.
Alright. I'm gonna try to go for circle here. Pass complete to DJ Jones. We go 3rd and 1. There we go, we got the first down. What's interact mean on OBS? I haven't seen that button yet. I'm gonna test it out later. Oh, how about that? It was a one-on-one, and Ross just sped by that defender. 2nd and 1. Go with mid-draw. And then, if we get this first down, we're gonna go with the long pass. There we go. 117 rushing yards for Ross. And he said, do another running play, so we'll do another running play, I guess. Oh, Ross gets past one guy, gets past another guy, gets past a guy, but trips up. But it's a first down, so 1st and 10 now. Read option. Okay. Ball in the Wisconsin 42. Shit. Dude, I haven't even done no huddle too much this game. This is a no huddle squad, yo. Shit. I'm not gonna watch that replay. 3rd and 18 now. Ball back right around midfield. Oh, yes. Vincent gets the first down. Excellent passing play there by Powers to Vincent. Jamar Hughes now in the backfield with Powers. Already in motion. Hughes will get the first down. 11 yards for him. And Wisconsin just burned their first timeout. 2:05 left in the 4th quarter. Oregon in the red zone. And here's the handoff to Ross, who gets through the wall defenders, and it's 8 yards on the play. 2nd and 2. Wisconsin burned their 2nd timeout. 45 quick base, whatever that is. Another first down on this drive for Oregon, and Wisconsin uses up their final timeout. So Wisconsin's struggling here against the run. And they're going to let Oregon score. So after the extra point, the score is now Wisconsin 11, Oregon 28. 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Let's have them do a return this time. Decker ready to kick it. This one's high. Morris will return. So I guess he... Oh, here's a little highlight reel. There's Darren Ross with the run. Wisconsin's running back with the touchdown. Oregon's running back with the touchdown. So Prince probably going to drop back and throw long passes this drive. They're desperate for points. Here is a deep pass, and it's caught by Jeff Smith. The ball now at midfield after a long completion. Shit. Oh, yes! Lawson gets the pick. And this will be game, pretty much. Was I controlling 12? I hope not. Alright, so 1:37 left in the ball game. Gotta get a few yards here. Ooh. Ooh, oh! The quarterback powers. So Powers showing off his running abilities. Is the clock winding down here or what? Yep, it's winding down. Wait for 20 or so seconds, because it's a smart thing to do. Oh shit! Darren Ross was pummeling in there, able to get through the little space that was offered. Alright. We'll give Ross another run. 23 seconds. Alrighty, should be good enough. Ross will end up with a 173 rushing yard day. And it's a final. Oregon wins 28-11 over Wisconsin at the battlefield. Darren Ross will probably be the player of the game. Yep, Darren Ross, player of the game. Excited for what we'll offer this coming season. Alright, I'm going to turn off face cam real quick because I'm going to be recording game highlights on my YouTube channel.